UK's prospective withdrawal from the EU is widely known as Brexit, a portmanteau of Britain and exit. Following a referendum held on the 23rd of June 2016, in which 52% of votes cast were in favour of leaving the EU, the UK government intends to invoke Article 50 of the Treaty on EU, the formal procedure for withdrawing, by the end of March 2017. This, within the treaty terms, would put the UK on a course to leave the EU by March 2019. Brexit issues are economic, human and political issues discussed during the campaign about the withdrawal of the UK from the EU. What will be the UK relationship with the European Union after Brexit? Debates continue. Hate crime increase. We should know the reality. Viewers, I try to collect all the latest Brexit and immigration news regularly. If you like this video, please stay with me to follow my Facebook page and YouTube channel, and don't forget to like, comments, subscribe and share with your friends. Let's go to the news. Brexit negotiations and the possibility of ID cards. Tens of thousands sign up to march on Parliament in Stop Brexit protest. Tens of thousands of people have signed up to attend a march to demand Britain remains in the European Union. Seven threats from Brexit keeping scientists awake at night. Some research organisations are entirely reliant on EU funding. For Brexit's sake, call an early election, Hague urges PM. Lord Hague says the PM should take advantage of a weak Labour with a poor leader to secure a majority to help push through Brexit. The Prime Minister should call an early election to help her head off Brexit challenges, Lord Hague has urged. Will EU core states leave partners behind after Brexit? Old Guard's vision of multi-speed Europe sets the scene for split in club of equals. Northern Ireland result puts Brexit back centre stage. Nationalists convinced Leave prospect boosted support at polls. Ford's giant financing arm weighs German move after Brexit. Essex-based Ford Credit Europe is considering applying for a German banking license after the UK leaves the EU, Sky News learns. The giant financing arm of Ford is examining whether to shift part of its operations to Germany in a move that would raise fresh questions about the future of the carmaker's UK workforce. UK consumer spending hits 5-year low ahead of Brexit budget. Brexit is Theresa May's Falklands War, a weapon of mass distraction. Behind a smokescreen of bogus patriotism, ideologically driven cuts to the NHS and all our public services are unpicking the bonds of nationhood. It's not too late for Theresa May to change course on Brexit and support a more intelligent diplomatic strategy. If May and her ministers truly want to make Brexit a success, they should end the no deal is better than a bad deal grandstanding. Hard Brexit is making the case for Scottish independence. Politics in England has become mean, callous and small-state, marginalising the values of most Scots. Who wouldn't want to leave that behind? Brexit latest, ECT upgrades UK 2017 GDP growth forecast to 1.6%. In its latest economic outlook, the ECT projects growth of 1.6% this year for the UK, up from the 1.2% it forecast in November. Toxic for UK to take devolved powers through Brexit, says Drakeford. Wales Finance Secretary has warned UK ministers not to take toxic action to roll back devolution during Brexit. Chancellor's budget likely to appease dissent and aim to tackle Brexit. Philip Hammond expected to deal with Tory backbenchers challenging austerity aspects and business rate rises, and set plan for transition year. Chancellor's budget to build up Brexit reserves, not tackle NHS crisis. No spending spree warning from Philip Hammond, who is likely to guard against economic damage of UK leaving EU. Theresa May must give Vauxhall assurances over Brexit, says Labour. Peugeot owner PSA should get similar guarantees to Nissan when it takes over UK carmaker, says Shadow Business Secretary. Theresa May rules out snap election despite Hague's suggestion of better Brexit. Brexit budget, what Leave and Remain voters in Hull and London want. We talked to voters in Minister for Brexit David Davis's pro-Leave Yorkshire seat and Keir Starmer's overwhelmingly Remain North London constituency. Grace and Perry to depict Brexit tribes on rival Leave and Remain vases. Leave pot features defiant Farage fan, soldier and expectant mother, while more pessimistic Remainers appear on smaller vase. Building Brexit on the myth of empire ignores our brutal history. Liam Fox's assertion that modern Britain stands unblemished by atrocity reveals a political elite blind to the realities of leaving the EU. Lords vote against second Brexit referendum. Peers vote against referendum at end of divorce talks but are set to back call for meaningful vote on deal. University bosses gather to discuss impact of Brexit on attracting international talent. Speaking to the Education Select Committee, university officials spoke about the need for continued investment and to attract international students. Brexit putting British scientists at risk of becoming bit-part players, warns report. Participation in prestigious projects ranging from an Antarctic mission to a major satellite program is now in doubt, a report from Prospect finds. European Parliament votes to end visa-free travel for Americans, how policy will affect US citizens. Thank you for staying with me. See you in the next video.